There we go. So we are going to talk about two areas that keeps us from growing in perseverance, in grit, in consistency in this business that I feel like are also very interconnected that we don't talk about very much, at least on our team. I'm going to make sure everybody's muted real quick. Um, and so sad that Jessica, I would literally, we were on the phone until her time, midnight. She's Eastern time. We talked late last night, and then last minute she had to pull out and cannot be on this call. But there's another call coming where we will be sharing some of the same information again with you because we are moving into a new zone of accountability. And that's a little bit of what this call is about, what accountability is in business, what it isn't. Because I think that word can get kind of yucky for people depending upon their past and what they've experienced in life. I am one of those people. I'm like, ooh, what does that mean to you? It might be different for you than what it means to me and what I would want in my life, right? And also that word inspiration. We talk a lot about how we need motivation to want to actually get up and do the things. We need motivation to work this business to earn an income as busy mamas. I mean, 99.9% of the leaders in Plexus, busy, busy, busy mamas who are earning a supplemental income alongside homeschooling, momming, cleaning their own toilets. Yeah, like a part of a church community, pouring out to others, serving their husbands, like, oh my goodness, making our meals from scratch, like grocery shopping, just extracurriculars. And through all the seasons of life, all the trials, whether it be sickness or marriage or children or parenting or our parents. I mean, moving, seeing our husbands through hard seasons. You guys, these two areas of accountability and inspiration, I believe, are highly connected. And I've been thinking about my own strengthening in this business and what I am seeing in sidelines that are moving forward in this direction. I believe all of us too right now, can we just admit, like we all have noise in our heads from the day, from what our businesses have looked like over the last couple weeks or couple months. And it's like right now, I just really am praying that we'll be able to turn down that noise just for half an hour. Remember, we're probably going to talk more like 15, 20 minutes and then move into a little bit of a work time together for those of you who want to stay, for those of you who can. Turn down that background noise, and I want you to turn up like your new voice that is inspired, that is going forward. Like let yourself be inspired. Open up your heart to looking outside of yourself again. Okay. Okay. So, a couple questions for you. Like, who are you inspired by? You can write it down or put it in the chat or just ponder. Or maybe it's multiple people in your life. Or do you tend to compare yourself to those around you rather than being inspired by them? If you find yourself comparing yourself to others a lot, it's going to actually take first a decision to stop doing that. If you don't decide, it's not just going to like naturally, organically just go away. This is something that your brain has been choosing to do to keep you as a victim. And we like to be in that victim place deep down, I think, because it makes us feel like we can coddle ourselves and stay the same, right? So if you find yourself comparing yourself to others, and in more than being inspired by them, you will find that you will have a tendency to push away from general accountability. It might feel too hard on your pride. It might be too hard on your ego. And you might even feel feelings of like deep sadness or like just low, sad, shameful feelings over even the thought of accountability. Um, so I believe that with accountability actually comes inspiration. Okay. So a little bit of talk of inspiration and why it's so important for us to feel those feelings of inspiration by being inspired by somebody who's done what we have not yet done. Okay. So, inspiration, when you're feeling inspired, even if you're not feeling motivated to work, did you know that you can always be inspired by somebody? Inspiration, you know you're there when you have this zhuzh in your spirit. You have this like energy and a place of creativity in you where you're like excited for your future in this business. You have some hope, you have some excitement. Yes, you can still have a lot of fear and like questions and doubts, but those feelings of inspiration are going to give you feelings of true hope for the future. Being inspired, you guys, gives us thoughts of, you know, if she can do it, I can do it, right? Being inspired gives you a desire to dig deeper and figure out how to make the income your family needs. When you're inspired, you're going to go into a problem solving mode, truly. Inspiration also allows you a bigger community of women who have gone before you and women who have found success in areas in which you struggle, right? Women who pioneer, women who are going to lift you up. They're trying to lift you up. They're longing to inspire you. Some of these women that might inspire you are not the type that are going to be afraid to be the first one to do it and fail forward. I think of Michelle Clifton and Christy Irene right now on our team. They're doing things that nobody on our team has ever done. They're putting their like hands to the plow. And yes, they're doing it in the background. Most of our work is done in the background, like the hardcore work, and also continuing to show up visibly, right? But they're like, yeah, we might feel forward for a few weeks, for a few months, but we doing this. Um, we we really we really are affected by those who we hang out with, who we're having fellowship with, who we're sharing back and forth with, who we're like going out to eat with, who we're hanging out with at church. You guys, in this business, if you are not hanging out with someone who is failing forward and excited about it because they know they are learning from those experiences. If you're on our the Gap and the Gain book club, you know what I'm talking about. Such a good book, you guys. If you find yourself ungrateful and stuck and just hating how the past is gone and you have no hope for the future, number one, the Bible. Come chat with me. And number two, truly, the Gap and the Gain. A leader, once again, and you can't either as a leader, can't help others find motivation to figure out how to work their businesses. We can't help you do that. But what we can do is inspire you by digging deeper to figure out a way forward with you amidst your daily struggles. Yes, amidst your life, your crazy, your hardships mentally, whatever. Are people following me right now? Is this making sense? Like this inspiration part? I've had seasons where I haven't had like specific people that I'm feeling really inspired by. And when I look back, I'm like, those are seasons that I felt kind of alone and like, oh, did I need to move my computer's like this? Those are seasons where I felt so alone and where I needed to dig into the depths of myself, trying to inspire myself. How do you even do that? It is just ultra hard. If you're finding yourself in that place, oh my goodness, it's time to look around you and knock it off the comparison and look for somebody who's doing what you'd really like to do. Okay. So we're going to go right into accountability now because this is so connected. First of all, let's just say what it is, or should we say what it's not first? I think we should say what it's not. Let's say what it's not. I feel like this can be helpful. And I put notes here because I was like, you know what? I do not Where did that, you guys, this is the second time that this has happened to me. And it like, I'm not kidding. I just scrolled and it deleted what I wrote. Undo typing. Can I do that? It's back. My goodness. That was like so techie of me right there to not despair and to realize I could edit undo. So ridiculous. I know I should know that from like high school. But so accountability, let's like rid our brains of like all of our thoughts about what accountability has been in the past and like any weird feelings, just lay those aside. Not that they're not valid from your experience, but let's lay them aside for now. So, what accountability is not? It is not a light decision to be held accountable. It is not a place to micromanage your business downline or to be micromanaged. Hallelujah, anyone? I don't want that. I don't want somebody micromanaging me. And I certainly do not have the time, energy, desire to micromanage you. Accountability is about being empowered, okay, and inspired. Accountability is not a place where there is shame or guilt. Shame and guilt will not bring about your transformation or the growth of your business ever. Will we jump into our own shame and guilt sometimes if that's a regular thing we do? Yes. Yes, we will. We can't stay there long. And that is not what accountability is supposed to do. Accountability can bring conviction, and you better believe that there is conviction that happens to each one of us who is in accountable relationships because we aren't perfect. We're going to drop the ball. We're going to show up in an accountability space and be like, I didn't get to my messaging at all yesterday because I got caught up in scrolling. And then what would accountability do? Well, what are you going to do tomorrow to safeguard yourself from that? Or today? What's your plan? Right? If you want to be lifted higher, if you want to face new challenges of leadership and gritty entrepreneurship, you guys, I should say, if you don't want these things, if you don't want more grit, if you're like, I can't handle any more right now, accountability might not be right for you right now. However, if you are also to your limit, you think, but you're like, I am going to blow past it. I want hope. Other people have been to their utmost limit and they have taken the next step and lifted their lid and found more success. Then accountability is for you. Okay, accountability isn't something like an accountability group, isn't something you pull out of because your husband got home from work early or because you decided to make an appointment at that exact time or, what have you. Accountability is because accountability is never just about you or just about me. It really is true community that's functioning in grace and in truth. It's a place of belonging, and it's a place where you're facing truth of your own truth and being held to your own standards that you are like, I'm tired of doing this like this. So I want this. Does anybody else struggle with that? Yes. Okay, let's do this together, right? Accountability is not a place for those who are at the same rank or with the same point to just hang out together and stroke one another's egos. I've been in groups like that. Anybody else? Not just groups, not like this is our accountability group, but where you're just talking with team members and you're like, none of us are going anywhere. This is really weird. We all hang out together a lot and like our points aren't going anywhere. Oh no. Right? Now, do we need to find that safe place with sidelines where we can pray for each other? And could there be accountability there? Yes, but only with great care that you are not holding one another back from the next level of work and perseverance, because accountability pulls up. You're helping pull somebody up, and you are looking this way going, help me up, just give me a leg up. I'm coming, right? So if somebody doesn't show up and fulfill their end of the bargain in an accountability setting, they should always be spoken to with grace and truth and encouraged to do something else that season to reach their goals or for that week or for that month and then to come back, right? Grace, so much grace. Grace and truth, they go together. True friendship and sisterhood, you guys, like true community, the depths of love in a community of a sisterhood that is able to speak their minds, face truth, and pour out just so much grace and love and kindness for one another is everything. So I want to ask you a couple questions. Who are you following right now on social? Or even who are you spending time with, maybe locally, both personally and professionally? And do you find, ask yourself this question, I have to ask myself this question too. Do you find you're more comfortable with those who have less points than you, or maybe have a lower rank than you? Or maybe you feel drawn more to hang out with like some darling older women who have decided they're going to do this organically and slowly. I just think there's nothing wrong with those things completely. I just think they are things that can hold us back. Okay, this is what accountability is. We want to get to this portion, the positive side of all of this. So, accountability is just giving permission to people you trust to hold you to your own goals, however little, however big, however in between. It's giving permission to people that you truly trust to hold you to your own goals. You, in this type of position, you are going to find yourself that you are able to invite criticism with humility and open to asking for help to move through your obstacles. It really is a place of learning to be inspired by your sidelines and uplines instead of comparing yourself and and falling short, constantly being like, I'm just not enough. I shouldn't be with this people. They're special. They have special giftings. They have a totally different life than me. Accountability is facing yourself, facing your points or lack thereof, truly, and letting others see into your journey too, so you can be raised higher and strengthened deeper. You guys, there's so much inspiration that happens with accountability. There is a togetherness and a linking up, no matter what the difference in your rank that you can find. If the people you are alongside are looking for solutions, you will know right away if people that you're hanging out with, they never really come to a solution when they talk. It's always just going over and over and over what they're struggling with, where they're at, and they've been there for weeks, months, years. And just one step forward, you're like, I'm not seeing the one step forward yet. And I don't know if they really want it necessarily, right? So accountability is realizing you are lacking in a certain area. I'm literally in accountability right now with some gals. And you're feeling convicted that it's time to step it up, whether it be connecting with your business builders more, doing more reach out messages, right? Stopping your scrolling, digging into customer care and just deciding Fridays, we all do customer care together. That would be an amazing accountability group. And I'm looking at starting something on Fridays for those who would want to pop in and just take care of their customers and go down the list of things that we do to even draw our customers into the potential of doing the business with us and sharing with one and making sure their products are the right ones for this month, you guys. Like, why aren't we setting aside time to do that together? Let's put it on the calendar. This is work. This is a job, right? So accountability, you guys, is also noticing when someone on your team shows up to the team call. It's also when you notice that one of your teammates said that they wanted to come to team calls this season and they aren't. Maybe they're not putting on the calendar. They don't have a phone alarm set, but it's recognizing, hey, you weren't there. You said you were going to be there. You said you needed this. It's 30 minutes. Let's do this together, right? Accountability, you guys, is asking if someone is ready to get on a 3-way call with you in FaceTime Messenger and messaging and saying, hey, I saw you brought on 2 people last month. Let's get on FaceTime Messenger like a phone call, like really quick. Tell them that you want to introduce them to somebody. Trust me, let's go. You have 5 minutes, you have 10 minutes, or getting in a 3-way message. Accountability is someone asking if you have a follow-up system planned for after your event. It's someone who cares. They're not bugging you. They aren't micromanaging. We care about our downline, right? And as an upline might be coming to you, whoo, I've been there where a little bit of my ego is like, are you watching everything I do? Why are you bugging me about this? I'm doing my best, right? But when we are in a place of being inspired and there's just this humble heart of wanting to be our best and find the way that we can be excellent in this and work towards our goals, all of this is going to hit differently. So, in the end, I really believe accountability is a true healthy community. I think accountability truly is having our cameras on team calls. I really, really do. Because if we hold back our faces, we're not part of the community. Like, it is a blessing to see one another's faces here. Even if some faces you're like, I see you walking so fast, Rachel Carl. Like, what are you even doing? That it is a blessing. I'm like, no, keep your camera on if you're on your walking pad. Keep it up. Making dinner, yes. And it changes the way you interact and grow and learn as well. Because instead of being a spectator, you are in the community and seen for being there. You are showing up. And man, leaders always show up. I can't just not have a team call. I can't just have my cameras off and train you guys like that. It's a lot like, right? So accountability is seeing one another and being seen as well and being loved there, being loved through all the seasons, all the obstacles, all the ups and downs. I mean, the longer you are with our team, you will get to know one another's obstacles, their ups and downs, and you will also see each one of us finding our victories. It's like layer by layer of healing and victories going forward. But if you're not showing up and you're not, able to set aside time for book club or anything community wise, you're going to miss out on the inspiration. You are. Okay. Um, I feel like I need to shift now. So something I want you to think about with who you're spending the most of your time with right now could be your customers, really, really sick people who are coming and going. Woo! Or it might be a couple of business builders that you just never know if they're coming or going, and you can't really get commitments from them. And sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're in a different place than you are. And there's a place for those people on our team. More of like, ooh, I'm just going to do this organically when I feel like I want to bless somebody, but I would like to earn $1,000 or more, right? Those people. But I want to ask you right now, and this is to prime the pump of you potentially being involved in an accountability setting and working this as a business, actually setting some work time. That work time could be 15 minutes. That work time could be an hour, it could be Saturday mornings. But if you are wanting more than $2,000 in this business, the fact of the matter is you're going to have to know how much you worked last week and how much you're able to work this week. If it is random, you will waste time. You will not be as intentional. You will find yourself distracted, like no focus, spinning every time you open up your phone. If you're like, where do I start? What do I do? What's the first thing I do? That goes to tell me that you don't have work hours set aside where you've determined what you're going to do, what you're going to do. Our brains can only handle so much as the amazing mamas and wives that we are pursuing to be, right? Um, if bad company corrupts good character, then imagine what good company can cultivate in you. I'm not saying that all your company who is like not in Plexus, whatever, is bad. I'm just saying there is bad company and there's good company in this business. Good company will call you higher. It will shape stronger character in you. It will ignite like more of a faith and trusting God and his plan for you in this business to hold your shepherd's hand and do the next right thing. And this, it will give us perseverance to run the race ahead. You guys, good company tells us what we need to hear. And what does bad company do? They tell us what we want to hear. I always tell my husband, I'm like, I want a little bit of both. You gotta tell me like some things I want to hear. Like, anything possibly sweet in there. And then, yes, I'm ready for what I need to hear, right? I trust him to speak into my life, obviously. And we can't trust everybody to speak into our life. We can't. And those types of relationships, sometimes they take time and sometimes they're overnight. Anyway, I don't want you guys to settle for business friendships, even on our team, where you are being more concerned with like liking one another and stroking each other than with helping one another grow. And if you find yourself not interacting with any business builders, then you are all alone. And I'm not sure you get what network marketing is about. It is a team sport. You're building an organization that is a team. You have to be willing to connect people, point people outside of yourself, right? This is definitely a team sport. I believe the company we keep in this business here on our team and our downlines, our sidelines, you guys, we will like ultimately be kept informed by those relationships in this industry. And you're either going to go this way or this way. And I will flat out say, I am not enough for my level ones to inspire them, coach them, point them forward to all success. I truly believe that. And I think that like you have to come to that place where I'm like, I don't want to shield my level ones from anything on the outside. I'm like, no, look at these other leaders. Like, look at these sidelines. Let me connect you. It might just be what you need. So, birds of a feather flock together. And that's our tendency always to find people who are in the same place as us. I want us to put on our big girl panties this season, get comfortable looking in the mirror, not with our big girl panties. Don't need to do that. That's a whole nother training of body dysmorphia. I don't know. I don't know. But you guys, it's time to look in the mirror and find where your true value lies so that you're not looking for it in your points, in who likes you and who doesn't, and who unfriends you and who leaves you, in how many points you do have and what recognition you get, right? It really is finding our true identity and value and happiness here in Christ, in who you are, in whose you are. You know, when we, and I have to end with this, you guys, when I know my beauty, because you guys, I look in the mirror, I've never been one that's like, you're a cute girl. I have my moments, I'm like, feeling good today, girl. But I've been one since childhood that has had to been like, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am beautiful to my Lord, right? I am valuable, not because I have this many points or because my parents did this or this person betrayed me. Like that doesn't affect my value or my identity, right? We've got to be rooted in truth, in God's word, and be with people who are speaking truth into us all the time. You got this much room to spend time who are doing their own thing, spiraling. You want to be a blessing to them, but your job is to inspire them, love them, not be pulled in that direction, right? I just want us to find the humility to be able to continue on our own journey together with grit, with perseverance, and even amidst hardship. Like, I don't know the hard in your brain right now, or in your home, or in your relationships. I have my own hard, okay? But I still know that we can find a joyful excitement and even a joyful confidence, right? Even during a slower season to march forward and inspire others. Guess what? That's how people are going to be drawn to us. It really is going to be through that joyful confidence. I'm not somebody who quits. I do not give up. I know whose I am. I know where I'm going. Come join me. Let me inspire you. So we are starting accountability Zooms, and I mean, we are going like we have PDFs and lists of what, we are thinking God might have for these accountability Zooms. And we've gotten back and forth. We're like, is this for everybody? Is this for silvers all the way up to, emerald or whatever, or diamond? Or is this for people rubies and above? We have not even decided that yet. We're working hard to make sure this is planned out and set up. But I will say I'm looking at doing like two different tracks of accountability because I think some of us need a slow and steady way to move into a space like this where people are like, tell me what your points are. Tell me how many reach out messages you sent out this week. Tell me how many business conversations you had. Tell me how many FaceTime Messenger three-way Zooms you created this last week with your upline. What did you knock out? Right? I mean, it's going to be those types of conversations. But you guys, this right here is the sweetest, sweetest thing for me to see your faces. I love you so much. I do not want you to stay where you're at. I want to see you bust through that obstacle that you're like, I can't. I know it. I've proven to myself I can't. It's been too long. It's been weeks. It's been months. It's been years. No, that's not what we do here in Guts and Grace. We got the guts to continue this only from God. You have the guts to start this and get out and start sharing. Most people will never get to that place. But now you need the grace to be able to march forward with confidence. And that's what we're all going to do together. Bye, Christine. Thank you for coming. Bye. Love you. Okay, that's all I got right now. We'll keep you posted on the accountability, this accountability too. I'm just going to put out little bits so that you can kind of bite into it and be pondering it and praying about it and thinking about it. Just like, oh my goodness, we might just have like one person each on our teams that want to do this with us. Oh gosh, that's really funny. Is that okay? Yes, that's okay. Or maybe it's two, or maybe it's three. But this isn't going to be, did you show up on stories today or make a post? No. That's for somebody who's like, I want to go silver. I want to go senior silver. I am making these daily habits and I'm motivated inside to show up in that way. This is kind of that next level of being focused on points and developing people and looking for business builders and doing things you've never done before for the first time, no matter how scared you feel. And maybe, I mean, maybe even getting help, like tweaking your family's home life just a little bit. If you and your husband have goals like that, where you're like, we need like an extra $500 a month starting this summer. Like, let's start looking at our finances like that and asking the Lord for goals like that. You guys, that's what we're here together to do. Okay, we're going to move into a little work time. If you can stay, you can stay. If not, that's okay. Even if there's one of you here, I'll be here for the next 25 minutes. So until Thursday in the afternoon, can anybody remind me of the exact time? It's my only complaint right now. Alexis, I'm like, can you make it till the end of the day on Thursday that we can give people $25 off and $1 membership? Because it's just a weird timing right in the middle of the day. But it's okay. I'm very grateful that they are giving this to us right now. So I'm saying in that space. So if you have not shared this sale in your stories, I want you to put something up in your stories within the next couple of minutes. And that could just mean like, oh my goodness, there's a flash sale, you guys. It's $25 off and free VIP membership. I'm just going to put a couple combos up here, like take the stinking poll if you want in and you want to take my gut health quiz. It can be as simple as that, okay? The next thing we're going to do after that, just so I'm paving the way so you know where I'm going, and I trust if you have other things on your list, obviously you knock them out. If you are prepped like that, good job. It is time to go to your back office and look up any VIPs that joined you in January, February, March, or this month and say, this is really random. I'm not sure if you saw it. You might have gotten an email, you might have not, but it's over like in the middle of Thursday and it's $25 off for anyone that you share with. It's actually $35 off. You can say that because it's free membership, which is normally $9.95 plus $25 off. And you can say, hey, this is random, but if you shared with one, I could get you like 40 bucks. If your mom wants to join, I just got to put it out there. You guys expect to get no's, expect to get ghosted. But the only way we're going to learn the right wording and our confidence levels and like getting hit with no's is if we do it. Go for the no. Go for the no. Be bold, happy, confident that you have $35 off for somebody's friend or family member, right? Let me know if you need wording. You can tell me too in the GG Biz chat. Can be kind of easier for me to put in wording. Okay, I got distracted by something in our GG Biz chat. I'm like, what is this app somebody is sharing? Okay, so let's reach out and be so excited. Be like, $35 off. Does that sound good to you? Use is it all caps, save 25 in the promo box. Do it before Thursday. Can I help you in your account to get that done? Have you mentioned anything about Plexus to anybody? Would you like me to put on a quick 15-minute messenger chat for you and help you invite a couple people? I totally understand if it's too last minute and you're like, you are crazy. But I had to reach out because it's such a good deal. And if you share with three people, they'll each get $35 off, get this great deal, and you'll get $300. Something I did a couple days ago with a friend of mine who I was mortified. I was so scared to ask her. I don't know why. I don't know why. I ended up saying, or hey, if you'd like me to circle back next month to do something like this, just type a Y, like for yes. And she did. So I was like, okay, I'll be back next month to ask if it's a better time. And now, before then and now, I can work on our relationship and more trust and see like, why not now? You know what I'm saying? Go for the no, friends. I'll hush myself now.